Neptune's beard. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're looking at the Tier 6 American cruiser, the Cleveland. The Cleveland is a wonderful ship when tiered appropriately. It rains out fire at an astonishing rate and just eats other ships up, whether you're shooting HE or when you node fire AP. This ship deals out damage to airplanes like no other. Well, I'm sure there's others, but it deals out tremendous amount of damage to any airplanes flying overhead, which honestly is, well, not that many because you don't see that many carriers. But with this ship at the right tier, it is a monster. When you find yourself in a tier 8 game, you usually blow up because, well, it's a tier 8 game and you just don't have the armor to withstand the battleships of that. But anyway, let's not dwell on that. Let's keep on moving. Let's look at our survivability before we get to our captain. You have 35,000 hit points. Your artillery, you have 4 main batteries of 152 millimeters. Alright, you have secondary armament of 6x2 at 127 millimeters. Look how beautiful those guns are. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So, moving on from that, our main battery firing range is, well, 14.6. That's not that good. Well, you used to be able to increase that, but we'll get to that in a little bit through our captain. So let's go back to this. The rate of fire, 7.5 rounds a minute. Slowish degree, 180 degree turn of 32.7 seconds. Moving on to our secondary armament. Well, it's 4 kilometers at 10 rounds a minute. Not the best secondary, but hey, if somebody's in close, you need everything you got. Let's look at the AA defense where she starts to shine. We're running 13 20 millimeters, 6 by 240 millimeter Bofors. We gotta look at those. Bofors. Oh, love Bofors. Alright, get back to it. And 6 by 227 millimeter guns. Those things are just rocking as well. Alright, well, we just saw our Anshin come through. We'll have to look at that afterwards. Anyway, the maneuverability is 32.5 knots with a turning radius of 660 meters and a rudder shift of 7.2. I actually think that's better than some destroyers. Can that be right? Like the Fletcher? Hold on, we have to just check that. Where's my Fletcher? What's my turning rudder shift time? Oh, no. I was wrong. Alright, back to the Cleveland. So, concealment, 13.3 kilometers and 8.1. Let's look at the modules we put on this bad boy. At least the modules I put on this bad boy are main battery risk, negative 20%. I upgrade my maximum firing range on my AA, my negative risk to becoming incapacitated because I was losing my engine a lot, and then I just haven't put anything on here. But I do have a damage control system, so I'm going to go with that because I don't have to pay for it. Awesome, that's been put on there. I am keeping this ship, so I don't mind putting things on it. Let's go back to the ammunitions and consumables. Alright, so here you could change these to your defensive AA Fire 2, the premium, and change this to 22,500, but you just don't see that many carriers for it to be really useful. I've never found hydroacoustic search useful, so I don't use it. And then my catapult fighter, well, he gets blown to pieces way too easy, so I'm definitely not paying you Wargaming for that, because, well, it's useless. So let's go to see what the exterior of the ship is. Start with the camouflage. For camouflage, I am running the -4 to firing accuracy. I could do this in 100 XP, but I don't need to put any more on the ship. The same with this, and with this, -3 detectability, 3% on that. Well, 10% would be 1.3, half of 1.3 is 0.65. Take half of 6.5, so you're looking at a gain of like nothing. So, not going to. Cool. Alright, now we got that settled. Let's move on. Let's get back to our port. And now let's see what the captain is running. Now, this captain is new to the ship, so he doesn't have a ton of skills, but we are running concealment acquisition. Because they've changed the caliber of these guns on expert marksman and down here on advanced firing training to 139 from 155, you can't make any use of it in the Cleveland, so you don't get the range extension on the guns. So we run instead -7 risks of fire. Is it the right thing to run? Well, maybe, maybe not, but I run it. And then over here, -10% to reload of my damage control because I was getting damaged way too much. I do have 2. I'm going for 3. I'm going to see maybe where do I want to go from here. Another 400 per tier? Probably not. A buff to my AA by 20%? Maybe. A little help to my secondaries? Maybe. Or do I start spreading it out? Do I make this 15% less time to repair? That's a possibility. And then start spreading these points elsewhere. Put 2 to last stand. That's another possibility. So you have a ton of possibilities that can help you. Even this, 0.7 degrees to your traverse speed, it might be beneficial. So, anyway, those are what we're looking at. This is the Cleveland. It's a wonderful ship. Sit back and watch some games on this, and you'll be like, I need to own this ship. So, good luck, and Neptune's beard, we're out of here.